Peace, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? Joey Digital out here in the heart of Las Olas. Real quick, just want to go ahead and make this real quick video, real fast, as y'all can see. Super concreted out. You know, still in nature, still nature somewhere around here. But, anyways, downtown Fort Lauderdale. Amazing, beautiful mural. Look at this mural by, what's the person's name? Muta Vision. I suppose that's their name, M-U-T-A Vision. Firework, fire stuff going on in the mix. I made a video earlier today. I want to kind of elaborate on it a little bit further. Stay ambitious, okay? Stay ambitious is key when you are looking to manifest abundance, when you are looking to manifest growth, when you are looking to shift your paradigm and change your outlook in life, okay? Real fast, I want to speak on that. All right, it's very important to stay ambitious, okay? Because there are so many distractions out here in the world, and there's so many different things that are constantly pulling for your attention to get you to focus on them. But you know, those things a lot of times are not the most important thing in your life. The most important things in your experience in your life is pretty much rooted in what brings you the most happiness, okay? That is something that you will find only in your heart space, okay? Most times you'll find it in your mind, but a lot of times you're always going to find it in your heart space. And that is why it is very important to protect your heart at all times, all right? Not so much guard your heart, okay? Just protect it, you know, because see, the heart is designed to run free, all right? The heart is designed to be free, to run free, all right? And there is where you're gonna find the happiness, the joy, all right, because of your ability to explore the many things that are in your heart, and you get a chance to see what makes it the most important for you and to you, all right? Staying ambitious is important because there are things that are relying on you to make the changes that are needed. There are situations that are finding its importance in the decisions that you make, and also there are people that are depending on you to never give up, okay? So that either you can inspire them or you can show them the way, all right? Real quick, let me spin y'all around one more time, all right? We are at the Las Olas. We are at the Las Olas riverfront. Y'all know where this is. I have a quick message about, let me push that button. I don't think I pushed it. I have a quick message about staying ambitious, and there is a lot of things that happen when plans fall apart. There's a lot of things that happen when things don't hit the mark, okay? And the first thing your mind wants to tell you to do is to give up, okay? And I'm here to tell you, do not do that, okay? Do not give up. Do not squander your plans on greatness, okay? Just because something didn't work. Most cases, your path will show you that certain things don't work so that you don't spend a lifetime focusing on them, okay? There are many people that have the what if mentality, okay? What if I would have stayed on that path? What if I would have stayed on that journey? And for those of you all who are on a journey, who have completed it, a lot of us found out that we might have been on that journey for 1 year, 2 years, and we found out it didn't work, okay? And the faster that you find out something does not work, the faster that you can move on in your life, okay? It's very important to move on if things are not working out, if situations are not working out, if the big grand plan of what you imagine is not working. It's better you find out that it's not working now as opposed to waiting 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or your whole life wondering, is it gonna work for me, all right? Staying ambitious means not being afraid to change your mind, okay? It's okay to change your mind. It doesn't matter what you told your family. It doesn't matter what you said to your friends. It doesn't matter what you shared with your kids or with your parents. For those of us who are blessed enough to still have them, you know, it's okay. It's perfectly okay to change your mind and change your direction, and it is perfectly fine to come to a realization that certain things are not working. You know, it's okay to do that, because the better off things seem when you find out it's not working, the better you can look at it and say, okay, well, it's better that I went through that to that conclusion. It's better that I went to that outcome so that I can find out that it didn't work, as opposed to, as I said earlier, as opposed to you spending a lot of time only to find out it didn't work, or only to make that one decision and find out in a month that it would have never worked. All right, there's been plenty of scenarios, especially in my life, where I have really tried. I'm talking about there's so many things. I'm not going to get into it on video right now, but there's so many things that I've tried as far as like my career path, my goals, even businesses, and I'm so grateful that I found out it did not work. All right, because that's how I was able to stay ambitious. Because, you know, why spend your time wasting your time? You know, why waste your time holding on to something if it's not going to serve you? Okay, we are in our greatest times where we are finding out that we no longer deal with things that no longer serve us. Okay, we no longer are okay with things that are not going to bring our greatest good into our experience. All right, and we just don't have the time. You know, we don't have that time to sit and wonder. Okay, and we're always, you know, I speak a lot about knowing thyself. Okay, I speak a lot about knowing thyself, and I speak a lot about that because it's very important to know who you are, and as I said earlier, to embrace that change. You know, you never know. Sometimes you may want to change. Sometimes the idea may come to your mind 2 o'clock in the morning. You might say, hey, you know what? I'm going to change everything. I'm going to change everything. I'm going to go to a different town. I'm going to go to a different place. I'm going to have a different business idea. I'm going to have a different goal. You know, and guess what? You're perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine for you to change and make those decisions, or as some people call it, a radical risk change, radical risk. I forget how it was said, but I'm just gonna say the radical risk decision making change. Okay, because sometimes who people know you as and how you know yourself as can change in the blink of an eye. And as I always say as well, you are one decision away from becoming a 2-time champion, a 3-time champion, because we are already champions. You know, we already champions. We got the yachts going in the background, moving around. We are already champions here and now. And guess what? Yes, we're self-proclaimed. Yes, we're not waiting for people to give us our flowers. And yes, we are walking into this confident and with the abundance mindset, because this is what we are looking to achieve and bring forth. All right. And it's very important to be confident. It's very important to keep your head up and be very steadfast in growing and doing the homework. Okay, there's no shortcut. Really, the biggest shortcut is hard work and dedication. Okay, and I never speak about shortcuts, but if I'm gonna ever tell y'all what a shortcut looks like, it is hard work and being determined. Okay, and that is another way you can stay ambitious. All right, I know I said I had the video earlier on staying ambitious. This makes me ambitious. You know, this makes me ambitious. that makes me ambitious. And you already know that keeps me full with ambition. Love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Go and achieve greatness. Go and do big things, great things. Go and align with people who are doing better than you, and be the student always, and approach those situations as the student and not the teacher. And I promise you will learn a millionfold. All right, I love y'all. I will see you all in the very next video. Go and be great. Go and do greatness, and go and achieve all things abundant and prosperous. All right, see you all soon. Namaste.